Y'all, today's guest is a true comedy king, a writer, actor, producer, and part of one of the most iconic families in entertainment history. From flipping horror on its head with Scary Movie, to giving us cult classics like White Chick, to his latest role as a football legend with the sinister side in his new movie, Him. Baby, this is Marlon Wayans. He's getting into grief, growth, legacy, and the realest version of fatherhood in his new comedy special about his trans son, Kai. And you know I had to get into who the finest Wayans brother really is. Spoiler, Marlon. So let's get into the show. This episode is presented in partnership with Airbnb. Baby, summer's calling, and she's got one thing on her mind, your next getaway. My take? Plan your trip by searching guest favorites on Airbnb because these most loved homes are ready for your next adventure. Let's get into it. Okay, Marlon, you know I'm so happy to have you on the show because I've been wanting this for a long time.
Well, I told you have to earn it. You know, I'm a prude. I don't just give it up.
Because I'm like, what?
I
You
don't
on
just
all
give
these
these
other
podcasts
people's,
up.
you on all these other people's podcasts. You ain't came to Baby. This is Keke Palmer. You know I'm your number
You know
one
why?
fan.
I saved the best for last.
Hey.
See that boy know how to do it.
You
boy.
too slick. You too
That
slick.
boy know how to do it.
Now y'all know we do the pre-show questionnaire. So let me
Yes.
see what you. I gotta get into this chicken scratch.
I write like a doctor. That's how you know who possible creative geniuses are, because their handwriting is terrible.
Yeah, you definitely up there. So today I'm giving dopeness with a side of goodness. That feels good. That
But
feels you.
don't read more, because I'm sprinkling what?
You're sprinkling. What today's mood is a bit of I don't give a f***ness with sprinkle on top.
Sprinkled on top.
I love that.
That's
'cause
how I
it's giving me
sprinkle that. I don't give a f***ness on top of dopeness and goodness. But you gotta sprinkle, so don't give a f***ness, because there's some judgmental nowadays. Can I curse on your podcast?
You can curse.
Oh, I thought we were still on Disney. I was like, I don't want to disrespect your Nickelodeon deal, but
We still
Daddy
love
got
your
to say.
Nickelodeon money.
Hey,
But yeah, you
get
know,
all that money.
This is Amazon.
Hey,
Amazon's open.
Oh,
Amazon's open.
Oh, get that Bezos check.
Now, wait a minute. It says, what did you listen to on the ride here? My thoughts, my own insanity.
Yeah, I don't listen to a lot of music because
You don't listen to music. That's kind of a new thing to hear you say. I never knew that.
it's a distraction. I need to hear my thoughts. I'm looking for clarity. I'm looking for God. And so when I go walk, I like to listen to books. I want to think and grow rich. I'm thinking about, legacy. I'm thinking about branding. I have so many things in my head. I'm thinking about sets that I don't want to listen to other people's material because I don't want to search out for my material. I need to search inward. If I want great material, I got to think about my pain. I got to think about my trauma. I got to think about the trauma I've given others. And I got to think, how do I make that and transpose that into hilarity? And if I'm listening to music, then I'm listening to somebody else's art, and I'd rather just create mine through God and silence.
I'm not mad at that because sometimes if you're not insular enough, then you don't know what's your idea or what's someone else's idea. Obviously, we're all inspired by ideas, but you know what I'm saying? I was just talking to a friend about that where I was sharing something, and I was like, let me pull back for a second real quick because I haven't really formulated it completely with myself. So before you start adding on top of it, let me go back to the drawing board because I don't want you to ingest my mind when I haven't really fully closed it out. So I absolutely
understand. Let me finish my thought. But you know what? I don't watch a lot of TV anymore. Because
when did that stop, you think?
My mind is the TV. I stopped when I said, I know enough about the world and about people that I need to really figure me out. And I need to talk to God because he's the source, and my therapist because that's the other source. And I need to figure out how I can take myself and be a prism to infect the world with whatever lessons and drama and trauma I've been through and give them laughter. So that's what
And I know
do.
with most of your material, a lot of times you do talk about your family and stuff like that. But when it comes to pop culture or like just conversational stuff that's happening in the culture and society, do you just get it from social media? If you're going to get into some news or something happening with the day?
It's too easy.
Yeah.
It's too easy for me to look at a newspaper and go, okay, Nick, what did Trump do today? You know what I mean? Is slavery back or what? You know what I mean?
It's always back or what? Literally the or what? Like when is it like?
And when we do we get a day off? You know what I mean? Like you don't know. It's too easy for me to look at the newspaper, for me to look at pop culture, music. You know what I mean? What did Kanye what did his crazy ass say today? It's too easy. What did I go through that hurt me that I can go, what's funny about this? How can I rescue myself and others? I lost my parents. I lost my mother and my father. And it's okay. But
it's terrible. I'm sorry about that. I mean, we all will lose at some point, but it's terrible. I'm sorry that you lost.
You got yours, right?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, boy. Call me in 40 years when they go. Boy, I'm right here, baby girl.
40 years.
But enjoy them.
I'll be 80. No, I'm not 40 yet. I'll be 70.
You're 40?
No, I'm not. I'm 32.
But
I mean, it feels 40.
No, but you look like a baby. You still look like you on
But
Disney.
I've been working.
Is it Disney or Nickelodeon?
Both. You know, I had to get every check I could find.
She got two monies. Damn. You was competing against yourself.
Literally betting against me. We got Jump In over here. We got Rags and True Jackson. Yeah.
Good.
But yeah.
Losing your parents really give you some real self-discovery because there's a lot of healing involved in that kind of grieving process. And I learned when I did a special called Good Grief about my parents passing and how I got through it. That was, to me, my best work because I think comedy is the layers of an onion. And until you get to the place where you take the things that make you cry, you're in the center of that onion, and the things that make you cry, and you find joy and humor in that. And then other people, when they go through it, they're like, thank you for that. Because now you become like a biblical story,
But there's
right?
something that I have to talk to you about that I've been, I don't want to say struggling with, but I've been tampering with in my mind as somebody who, initially when I came into the industry, it wasn't like I was like, I'm a comedian or something like that. But I always use performance and entertainment as a form of survival, as a form of coping. Like it just was in my household, you know, what I saw, what, you know, the fact that my parents weren't always able to be emotionally available, what they were dealing with, the stress of my dad getting up and going work at a factory and just all of that. I've transported that into my humor and my jokes, and I'll be the relief. But now at 32, I feel something changing in me where it's like, well, what if it's not just for that? Do you get what I'm saying? Where it's like, if the only way that I get into this space, is it in this place of service and is it in this place of always taking something from my pain?
Well,
it's both. I love it, but then also it's, you get what I'm saying?
There's layers to it, right? So it's easy when you're younger, your first material, your first thing, you can pull from your parents because that's your first loves. That's your first bit of trauma that you're going to get from people is from your parents, unfortunately. And there's no perfect parenting. As much as your parents try to offer you the best life, they're going to make mistakes. Why did you send me to private school? I would have learned how to fight early if I had sent you to public school. These are the things that my kids are saying. I'm like, what are you talking about?
That's so funny.
But then when you get older and you start experiencing your trauma and you have a baby and then you have to deal with a relationship and now you're your mother.
Yeah.
And now you're going, how do I take and rescue my mom through myself? What am I not going to take that she took? Where am I going to, or what am I going to learn that my mother tried to teach me that, oh, in this moment, I should behave this way?
And how else can I deal with my trauma outside of performing?
That's the gift.
One.
No, but that's the gift. And that's why you're so talented because you have absolute ADHD. I know for a fact. Two of us together, we need Ritalin, bro. Like
with the ad itself,
it's crazy. We are whatever drug. What is that? What's the drug? ADHD drug? What's that?
Ritalin. We're the ad.
What's the other? It's Ritalin and something else. Adderall. Oh man, we need to do we need to do a whole sponsorship.
Because it's us.
Today's podcast is brought to you by Ritalin.
But we'll be like this. Woo, today's podcast is brought to you by Ritalin.
Focus, man. But yes, I mean that's a gift, and that you learn that you take your pain, or you take your love, or you take your hurt, or whatever you take, and it could be goodness too. See, when I was younger, I was silly. My comedy was different. They were like, Marlon, too silly.
Oh no, always my I love all the Wayans brothers. But you know,
that's because I was closest to your age. You was like,
no,
Damon too old. I can't have a crush on homie.
But by the way, I did hear. So you've always been the finest, funniest, my favorite Wayans. That's the fact.
Sean is definitely the finest.
But why do people always say no? He was not. He just.
If I was a girl, I'd be like, Marlon make me laugh, but I'm Sean.
But I heard that Damon is the one stealing people's girls. Like, what is this?
You been watching TMZ. TMZ asked me, because Damon had dated a girl that my nephew had dated, and he actually fell in love. It was one girl that Craig was talking to, but it wasn't in love with her. Damon actually fell in love. And then TMZ asked me, and in my family, there's no drama. And anytime you come to me with drama, I'm going to answer it with comedy. So they asked me, what do you think about Damon stealing your nephew's girl? I said, that's just Damon. All he do is steal people's girlfriend. You got to stop stealing girlfriends, Damon. You stole my girlfriend. You stole Keenan's girlfriend. You stole Damon's girl. Damon is Damon. You steal everybody's girlfriend, your kid's girlfriend. Damon, stop doing that. And I do that to be funny. Damon don't really sit around. He's actually the opposite. Damon been super religious a long time. So we be in clubs.
Wow.
And just when I'm about to close a deal, here come Damon. Can I talk to you for a second? And he Jehovah's Witness. So he talks to the girl about God. And I'm like, I'm trying to close this deal right about now.
He's trying to close the church deal.
Do you think Jehovah would really respect you if you went home with this right now? Anybody in there was like, I'm good. It's Saturday night. I'm going to Kingdom Hall Sunday, but thank you, Marlon. He was turning them out, was sending them home with watchtowers. But that's Damon. Damon is not like that dude. Damon's actually always been, and all of us were solid men. My parents, my mother, my father, and we've always had God, have raised us to be solid men.
What is it like at the barbecue? Who's on the grill? Who's talking? Who's quiet? Because again, as performers, everybody think everybody's always performing all the time. But that ain't how it is. A lot of times I'm the one in my family that's quiet when we all get together. So at the Wayans house, who's who? What's what?
Right now, the is old, so I'm the everything. I'm cooking, I'm talking, I'm cracking the jokes. I'm the uncle that's putting too much gas on the fire. I'm serving people. But you know, when we sit down at the table, it's all fun. We just pass the baton and we just enjoy each other's company. And everybody in my family, my nieces, my nephew, my kids, everybody in our family is funny. And even though we're all funny, we all have our inside jokes about each other.
Yes!
And that's the fun part. And then don't let company come over and don't let something be wrong because we gon' we got our Wayans code. It's like you ever see a baseball team and the coach is telling you to steal base and you know they don't do that. They just pinch their ear and they communicate. That's how we communicate. That means look at the toes. Look at the toes.
Hilarious.
Speaking of Wayans, I want to give you something.
Wait a minute.
No, I bought something for you.
I love gifts.
I know, but listen, it's not that fly. I didn't even put tissue in the gifts, but it's nice. But you know, I wanted to bring you some of this from my website because that's official. Because you're official Wayans family. Yes! So I want to bring you an official Wayans Brothers shirt and a hoodie just in case you get cold. And then I bought you this trucker hat. So, you know, that's on my website at marlonwayans.com. And as you see,
we're brothers.
We're happy and we're singing and we're colored. Give me a high five.
Man, cut this. Yes! You know I know.
Well, here, give me, you don't have to hold that. I don't want you like that, but I just wanted to gift that to you. Because I feel like...
And you know, I just bought the whole Living Color set. They had it on Amazon Prime. Really? I bought the whole
Holla, let's watch it.
set.
I'll watch it with you.
You have to. I mean...
No, we should sit down and watch it. You know what I want to do one day? We should do like a dope sketch show. I think that'd be fun. We would have so much fun.
Marlon, all you have to do is say the word. I'm there. I need to ask you this because first of all, you know I grew up on Don't Be a Menace, I'm Gonna Get You Sucker. I mean, everything that you and your family have done because not only was it funny, but you guys were saying things within it. And this is something that I feel and I need to ask you what you think about that's missing with satire. First of all, we don't really have satire and parodies anymore. And if we do, they're so surface and it's just a bunch of blanket jokes. They don't really connect to anything real. It's not connected to a true message. Like even when you think about Don't Be a Menace to South Central.
Message.
It's like you guys were also saying stuff in it to the community. About our representation in media. Even when you go all the way back to Hollywood Shuffle.
Right.
So I gotta ask, what has happened to the art of satire?
I don't think anything's happened to the art of satire except for social media, I think has come along and has spit out a narrative that people don't laugh no more. And, it's not true that you can't make fun of each other no more. Those are bots from other countries that hate the fact that our United States of America was getting along, learning to laugh at each other's differences. And they wanted to put a kibosh on that, and they did. And then the media picks up social media because they've been very lazy. So they basically send the programming out to the executives, and the executives say, hey, you can't say this. And they tell the artists, and then we don't have a point of view anymore. But that's why me and my brothers joined back to Scary Movie 6, because we feel like it's time for people to get in the movie theaters and laugh again. And what your movie proved, you and Issa Rae's movie,
thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Because people want to laugh. Who are you to tell us that people don't want to laugh? I'm on stage every weekend. You can't say that. No, you can't say that. I could say you can't do White Chicks Nowadays. No, you can't. I can. We did the first one. You don't think I know how to make the second one? That's why I stay on stage, because I want to be a scientist when it comes to the art of comedy. Don't tell me that I can't say it. Tell me how I can. And so I don't think it's the audience. I think it's the narrative that social media has put out there to the media that's infected the executives. And now everybody's so scared to spend their money. But I think for artists like you and I, we go, that's a good thing, because, now trust me with the joke, I know how to do this. Trust me with these stories. I know how to infect my people with my story and bring in a new audience as well.
And the saddest part about it is when we don't approach it from that lens, we don't get the opportunity for comedy to do what it really is supposed to do, which is it's the medicine for the conversations that we want to have. Even if I go all the way back to Norman Lear and we think about the Jeffersons, you know what I mean? Or All in the Family. Like, those conversations were so racially charged, but there was humor in comedy.
But what's crazy is now they try and act like racism don't exist. People are acting like what's happening within our government, like, oh, it's all good. There was a time we used to protest. There was a time that we wouldn't stand for this. This is a generation of people that just talk on social media, but they're not willing to be present, right? And so you have all the heroes that we had, from the Harry Belafontes to the Sidney Poitiers to the Muhammad Alis they was a generation full of black men that were a voice for us. Who's the voices now? Nobody want to say nothing. They just want to let all this happen.
I think we do have voices, but sometimes it gets to the point where, and I can even say for myself, sometimes there's apathy that ends up coming across because people
don't
feel
use big words with me. Hell, you mean I didn't come up here to use a thesaurus? What's happened to that?
I thought you were a doctor, according to your handwriting.
Well, that's my handwriting. I cut a lot. That's just a nigga that cut class. I cut handwriting classes in English class. What's apathy? That's like sympathy's brother, right? Apathy.
You get tired.
Yeah,
you get exhausted.
Apathy, like
you get exhausted.
I'm feeling real apathetic right now.
Okay, Lope Dog. You get apathetic where you really feel like, you don't know where it's going. But obviously, for me, in my specific thing as an artist, I'm sure you feel the same way. I do what I can through my work. That's my voice. That's I show it, I share it. This is how I feel. I want to bring laughter, I want to bring joy, I want to bring perspective. But I do think it does get to the point where sometimes people don't know what their lane of that sense of refuge is.
Because we are untethered from ourselves and from our community and from God. We live in a godless generation. Like, they're not really, the youth ain't really talking about that. Like, my parents, they were strict. They took care of us. Nowadays, hey, play on the phone at 2 years old. It's like, I think the reality of it is, we have to have a voice and lend our voice to that. In the 90s, what me and my brothers was trying to do, we were being rebellious. We was trying to do what they did in the 60s, the 70s, and the 80s, and we just picked up the baton. Like, yo, we still have stories to tell. Yo, there are still a lot of that's going on in our communities. Yeah, we have more jobs, but there's more jobs that need to be created. What about ownership? So
yeah, ownership was big. What you guys did,
that's what we was trying
in terms
to do.
Of ownership, changed the game entirely. And even what you continue to speak about with Scary Movie and what that taught you. I remember when we sat down and you told me about that and spoke to the business to me on that. I mean, how do we recreate a space, especially community and culturally, for us to collab in that way again?
Hey, man, I had a movie, right? I was like, yo, Keke, I got this movie. I'm going to send you the script. All right, bet. I love your work. You read the script. All right, let's sit down. Let's go to dinner. Come on as one of the producers. Let's go do this together.
Yeah.
Right? And that's how you make things happen. By the way, we're working on a movie together. Well, it can't
They
announce
didn't
it
even
yet,
know,
but yeah.
but we knew.
We doing it. We doing it. But
And it's real.
But it comes here, right? It's not being afraid to reach out, not being afraid to talk, and we got to talk collectively. What are the agendas? What are we missing out on?
And even what you just said too about like whatever your religion is or your background is or your community is, whatever, I think the crux of what I'm also hearing is like, what is it of substance that you're bringing? What is the intentionality behind the joke, behind the conversation, behind the work? And yeah, I do feel like sometimes that I don't know when I'm looking at something, I'm seeing something. I think that person is talented or I think that this is dope, but I'm wondering what their reason is.
Message. What is the message?
What's the reason?
And it's true. What is the message?
Yeah.
What are you saying?
Yes.
Whenever I do something, I try to go, what is the elixir, right? Even when I'm doing comedy. It's not that I'm just doing a bunch of jokes. I'm going, what is the elixir? What is the character in my journey? And that's in stand-up. I put some story. What is this character getting? What is he acquiring? What does he need? Because that elixir you give to the audience, and that makes them feel good. The jokes is great, but they come back because it's the way they left, they were infected with something different. And that is the elixir. My elixirs are usually love. I got a stand-up set about my dead parents, and the elixir was, here's how I got through grief.
Yeah.
And here's how I got to acceptance. And I use that same kind of elixir when it came to acceptance with my child. I have a whole hour on I have a trans child, and I was just like, yo, here's the journey I went through.
That's your new show, Wild Child.
Yeah.
Where you get to talk about
I'm going to do a special on it. I'm probably going to call the special Somewhere Under the Rainbow. And I plan to film that in the summer and figure out who's going to...
Congratulations on that.
Thank you. I'll figure out who's going to distribute it or what streamer it's going to be on. But, it's a beautiful hour.
Yeah.
And people love the fact that, I start here and I say all kinds of crazy from this angle.
Yeah.
But then I get to, and that's in the 5 stages of grief that I went through to get to acceptance, which is denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and then acceptance.
What was the place of acceptance that you think when you got there, what was it that you had to accept the most?
That it wasn't wasn't about them. God put me through this journey and they were just a vessel for my personal growth.
This is your parents that you're talking about?
No, this is my child.
Kai. Yeah.
And what I went through with Kai, I was still healing from my parents and didn't understand that I haven't accepted yet. And when I got to that acceptance, and I was just like, oh, this is what God is trying to do. He's trying to lighten my load. He's trying to uplift me. And through this vessel, this thing that I have to change for because it's my child, I learned acceptance and that God writes your story personally for you. If you think you are God and you're going to judge your child, you are wrong. God is only giving you that mirror for you to look at yourself and go, I need the healing. It's not them. They're doing what they got to do for their journey to be happy. And then God was like, what are you doing for your journey to be happy? And I was like, oh.
So what did that make you want to figure out what your journey that you needed to be happy with?
I instantly
I'm sure
smiled.
many things.
My journey after losing my parents. Do you know life after death is a whole nother life?
Yeah.
And it's one that you have to come to grip with and a lot of people struggle with and there's a depression involved. And it really was a synonymous journey, my healing and grieving with my parents and then my journey with Kai. And then through all of this, God gave me this little gift. As I was losing my girl and my daughter and I gained a son, God gave me this little gift called a brand new little baby girl.
Brand new.
And look at how God gives you through the rain. There's a rainbow, which is Kai, and a little pot of gold, which is Axel. Damn, that was prolific. You know what? I'm done. Damn it. Call Amazon. Tell them get this boy a show. Call Amazon, call Nickelodeon and Disney. Damn. Bow. That was church. I made that up on the top of the dome. I need to.
No, he didn't.
That was off the top of the dome.
No, he didn't.
Listen, here's what I got to do.
Y'all, he's really remarkable and genius. All this he wrote for he came
off
here.
the top of the
Do
dome.
not believe nothing
I
this
got my
man
preacher
got to say.
towel on me.
He been doing this since he was 5. I'm not fooling with Marlon.
Baby, this is Keke Palmer, yeah.
Summer is here, and you know what that means. It's time to live your best life. This couple's trip I took to Turks and Caicos a while back lives rent-free in my mind. Okay, let me paint the picture. I stayed in this gorgeous Airbnb right on the beach, waking up to the sound of waves and stepping out onto the pristine white sand. That memory is still giving me summertime magic. Now, whether you're for a beachfront paradise like I had, a cozy cabin in the woods, or a chic city apartment, Airbnb's got amazing homes waiting for you. We're talking better locations, more privacy, and the kind of space that'll have you feeling like the star of your own summer blockbuster. So don't let the summer slip away. Book your Airbnb now and get ready to live that main character life. Trust me, you're gonna have a time. Baby, I have never, and I mean never, been more devastated than when I found out that some of y'all been sneaking around behind Domino's back just to get your stuffed crust fix. Now, you know us Virgos are incredibly loyal, steadfast even. Cheating, especially on something as serious as Parmesan stuffed crust pizza, ain't gonna fly in this house. I saw y'all slide into those other pizza spots drive-thrus, ordering that cheese-filled crust like Domino's, and I wouldn't find out about your little rendezvous. But sweetie, the healing starts today because Domino's just dropped their own stuffed crust, and now y'all got no excuse to keep stepping out on them like this. It's time to put those pizza cheating ways to rest. Domino's new Parmesan stuffed crust is serving pure decadence with that buttery, handmade dough wrapped around a cascading stream of 100% melty goodness. These are the cheese pools of your dreams. It's very much a Goofy movie level of ooey gooey cheesy deliciousness. Ooh. And of course, your girl can't forget about that signature garlic seasoning and Parmesan sprinkle dance on top of that perfectly baked crust, making every single taste like it was blessed by the pizza gods themselves. You can think about it now. I'm already imagining the parm stuffed pie I've been plotting on. Next time I'm placing my order, you best believe I'm having mushrooms, grilled onions, and some extra peppers just to, keep the vegetables on top. Now, this is the kind of commitment I'm talking about. No more pizza cheating needed when Domino's is bringing this level of excellence to the table. Order Domino's new Parmesan stuffed crust pizza on the Domino's app and use code Keke to get any 3-topping Parmesan stuffed crust pizza for $11.99. Price is higher for some locations. You must ask for this limited time offer. Prices, participation, delivery area, and charges may vary. Delivery orders subject to local stores' delivery charge. Holla at your girl.
I started stand-up late. That's why I always told you, like, when you was talking about doing stand-up, I was like, oh, do it, because you're going to be brilliant. Because what people don't understand is it didn't take me long to really grab on to stand-up. And once I did, it became dangerous, right? Because I was no longer telling jokes. Now, for me, it's a show. I know how to do characters. I know how to do voices. I know how to remember scripts. I could do a whole television show which is 40-something pages. I can do 47 pages. I can do that in 4 days, even though they're changing what the material is. I own that. I perform it. They put it out there in the world to be seen. I don't need 3 years, 5 years to write and learn material and try it out bits by bits. No, I could take a whole hour, take it on the road, and rewrite it along the way. And in 4 months, I could drop a dope-ass special. You have a gift. And the fact that you have voices and characters and you could sing, bro, you understand? Like, you're a phenom already. Go do it, because you can do whatever you want in your show. And you're going to find when you tour with your album that you're going to bring humor because you can't help it.
Because I have to.
You can't help it.
To me, that is the language that I speak. We have to
But
laugh.
that's why we
Life
love
is
you.
too damn serious.
Exactly.
It's too much.
Exactly.
You gotta laugh. I mean, your brothers probably were, obviously they're your brothers, but also kind of parental figures because they're a lot older.
Oh, no, them was co-dads.
Yeah, exactly.
They were 16 years older than me.
Like,
they
that's
was
crazy.
They were more my parents than my parents was.
So what
my parents
was
like my grandparents. Keenan, we was Keenan's first kids. So before Keenan had kids, I know that he has Nala and little Keenan, but no, he had Marlon. He had Sean, Marlon, Craig, and Damien and Shantae was his first batch of kids before he had kids. And his kids are like his grandkids. So I'm teaching his kids lessons about their dad that he tired of telling, because he told all of us. He's like, you tell him what I said. He don't remember what he said.
So what was it like? I mean, because I talk about this with my family a lot. We really look up to your family, not just because you guys are hilarious and amazingly talented, but because you have created a lineage that continues your legacy forward.
Mm-hmm.
did Keenan sit at the table and he sit down and say, this is what we're going to do and this is how we're going to do it? Or was it just keeping you guys around it and seeing who spoke to what or who felt what? Like, how did y'all decide we're the Wayans family?
I think my father was a very hard worker and he really loved God. And he was very disciplined about coming home to his kids. And having a father figure in our household was everything because that spoke to us. No matter what happened during the day, no matter how many times my mother would curse my father out, my father was like, unweathered, I'm coming home and I'm going to be with my children. I'm going to raise my boys. I'm going to raise my daughters. I'm going to make sure that I am a figure. I'm going to get up. I'm going to read to be an example. My mother was just brilliantly talented, like a frustrated artist. And she was brilliant. And she gave us love. Mm-hmm. And what Keenan learned from my mother and my father was to be an example and to give us love. So Keenan just was that guy that he sent me and Sean. When Damon was getting in trouble, Damon came out to California, stayed with Keenan, worked in the mailroom, worked his way up. Kim left college, finished college and came out to California. And Keenan was like, here's what you do. Me and Sean, and Craig and Damien, he would bring us out to California in the summer times or in wintertime and let us spend a week outside of the projects to see what it was to be in Hollywood. So he infected us by example. And it wasn't that he pushed this on us. It was just something that we wanted to do. And he was like, okay, well.
This is how you do it.
Right. When I saw my brother on Johnny Carson when I was
that's crazy.
Five on a black and white TV. And I'm dreaming, me and Sean, we in our bed at night watching WPIX like, oh, we're going to be the honeymooners. We're going to have our own sitcom. This is what we were saying at 5 and 6 years old. But to see your brother in black and white on the television, I was like, oh, wait, you mean these dreams that I have, I can actually make it a reality? And from there, that's all we do is try and be examples.
It was like, you guys just got the big, I think, where were we at the BET Awards or were we at the NAACP Awards?
And you got your award.
You got y'all.
Same night.
Man.
We got our flowers same night.
And it was the first time that I think I'd ever met Damon. And so I was like screaming. But I was also like, where's Keenan? I want Keenan. Where are you?
Yeah, we wanted him home so we could pay tribute to him.
It was so good to see all of you guys. But what I was going to say was, oh, doggone it, I done lost my damn train of thought.
See, that's that ADHD.
Yeah.
Can we get some Ritalin, please? Some, what's that called? What's the other one?
Adderall. Oh, I know what I was going to say. I think they talked about it when they did the big tribute. But just that a lot of people, I really be wanting them to pause for a moment and really understand all the different things that you guys have given us because the Super Bowl halftime show, that started because In Living Color was such a huge show. They were like, oh, we need something in this time. Mm-hmm. And it was In Living Color that continued, but the first time was with that show. When you sit back and think of all the things that you've done, that your brothers have done, the cultural impact that you guys have made, what do you do with it? You get what I'm saying? Like, what do you do with it? And how do you feel about it in this time? When you were doing it, maybe you weren't thinking much of it, but
we just keep doing it, right? We're not guys that, I don't look for my flowers. I don't. I'm too busy planting new trees to try and pick up or accept flowers. My hands are dirty. I'm about this work.
That's right.
Marlon about this work. Idle hands is the devil's workshop, so I don't get in no kind of nonsense or trouble. My mouth may get me in trouble, but Marlon is a hard-working man. I try to be an example for my children, an example to my community, an example to my brothers and my sisters that have raised me to be this way. I know my parents are still watching me. I know God has watched me. So I just do the work. So the first time, NAACP Awards was the first time we picked up our flowers. Like, wow, we made history?
Multiple times.
We're like, that's great. We back to work. I'm looking at this Scary Movie 6, and I'm like, I want to knock this out the park. I need everybody to laugh again. The purpose of this right now is I need everybody in the theaters in droves laughing again at each other. We all need to, as a world, we need to change the frequency, and we need to feel good about each other.
And I love it. While I do think it's important to get your flowers, and I always, every time I see you, I want to give you your flowers, to give your family your flowers. I think it's so important also what you said is at the end of the day, you do what you do because you love it. Yeah. And I think a lot of times in our generation now, we spend so much time being like, so-and-so's underestimated. By who?
Right.
On what grounds? To whose standards? I'm doing what I'm doing because I love it. And if it touched one person, then it's done what it's supposed to do.
Because we always look at the standards of awards and things and that, and these acknowledgments. I don't do it for that. I do it for whoever I infect in a positive way, then I'm for you. If you don't like my stuff, maybe I ain't for you right now. Maybe in 10 years, or you go through something in your life and then you'll figure out what the hell I was saying 10 years ago. But I'm not for everybody. But the ones I'm for, you know where to find me. And you got to be authentic, right? 100%, 150% authentically yourself, right?
Yeah.
At all times. And either you with me or you off. It's a very simple thing. I don't ask people to do nothing. I just be me. And I hope that is good for you. And if not, a little bit sprinkle that. I don't give a on it.
So speaking of scary movie, am I getting Sean and you? Am I getting my duo?
Oh, you definitely gonna see.
Because I need the duo.
We trying to put the band back together.
Yes, I need it.
We trying to put the whole band back together.
I mean, growing up with you and Sean, it was just too much.
I miss working with Sean.
I know. We missed y'all together. Y'all were the duo, whether it's a show, whether it's a scary movie, whatever y'all was doing. Also a sleeper, the Sixth Man.
Oh,
you remember that one?
That was supposed to be me and Sean.
Yeah, but it was.
And Sean turned it down.
It's what's
Kadeem Hardison.
Kadeem, who we love.
We love like brothers, but man, you know, hey, Sean said no.
When did Sean be like, brother, I'm tired right now. I don't want to keep doing the movies, like doing a duo.
It wasn't that. I just think Sean and I, you know, like he has a different pace than I have. I think if you look at our careers, Sean's slugging percentage is going to be 1,000. That man goes up to the plate, he knocks it out the park. I'm going to be the dude that gets on base a lot, that steals a load of bases. I'm going to make history a different way. My slugging percentage over time is going to be 700. It may not be 1,000, but you understand, I'm playing all different kinds of positions. I don't just play the outfield. I play shortstop. I'm a dramatic actor. I'm a stand-up comedian. I'm dropping specials. This is what I do. And I don't, as much as I love my brothers, I love Damon, I love Keenan, I love Sean, I love my sister.
Yep.
I love them all. I love all my siblings.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be them. I want to be me. And sometimes you as an individual, God gives you that time and that synapse for you to find you. And I have very opinionated brothers. And sometimes it's not that I'm a rebel.
Yeah.
It's just that I know they raised me and they are trailblazers. But if I want to be a trailblazer, then to just follow their footprints, that makes me a follower. If I want to be a leader, I go, oh, I appreciate that path you got to, but look, we stop right there. But maybe if we go over here with these bushes off and we cut this way, we're going to find that water.
Mm-hmm.
And I may do that and fall off a cliff. But that's part of being a trailblazer because I got the next generation after me. And I want them to know that follow me up until a point, follow and use what works for you. But if you don't like what the I'm doing, do it your way.
Baby, this is Keke Palmer, yeah.
Summer reading, more like summer listening. I've been living for Emily Henry's Great Big Beautiful Life on Audible. Okay, it's got everything. A mysterious heiress, competing biographers, and that slow burn romance that makes you want to just throw your phone across the room, but don't, because how else are you going to keep up listening? That would be crazy. And that's what I love about Audible. You can dive into these amazing stories while doing literally everything else. Working out, listen. Meal prep, listen. Pretending to clean, but really just dancing with the vacuum. Baby, listen. With over 1 million titles and thousands included with membership, Audible's got all the audiobook podcasts and originals you could want. Your imagination deserves this. Head to audible.com for a free 30-day trial, and your first audiobook is on me. Visit audible.com/KEKE and sign up today. There's more to imagine when you listen. How's it been with this next generation for you? You know,
they some
kids.
hard-headed little Negroes.
They sound like you.
They are. But it's been great. Honestly, I'm so proud of them. I look at my son, and he works with Sean's daughter, and he works with their other daughter, and she's doing music, and they're doing directing and producing music videos, and they're writing movies, and Keenan's son is creating television shows. And I just look at all of our kids, and Sean's other son is a music artist, and Kai is writing movies, and This next generation is gonna understand and take the business of our business to the next level.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
We were great farmers and great agriculturalists. I'm into industry. That's my job. My assignment is to build us into industry. And then after that, we're gonna go into education. And then from there, from education, they're gonna take it to the next level, which is philanthropy and the overall branding of what we set out to do. And it takes generations to do that.
Because there is the whole thing with the branding too, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like the Wayans brothers, y'all didn't just make movies, y'all also created a lane for what it meant to like create a brand for individuals and then as a family. Because now we're dealing with comedians and talent in different mediums now. We have the Kai Cenats, who that's, you know, Drewskis. We have the streaming, that industry. And then we have some people that are kind of getting into the art of stand-up, but not often. We see sketch a lot, not one centralized place outside of SNL. What word of advice would you give to them on what it really means to build a brand, not just to go viral?
I think you got to do it all, right? The fear, I did a show called Funniest Wins, and we took people that were on Vine, we took people that was on YouTube, we took people that did like TikTok sketches and stuff, and then we took one like what those people that do one woman shows and you know they do sketch on their Instagram, whatever, and then we took comedians, and the winners were always the comedians because the comedians
the ones that did stand up,
right? The writing,
it's incredible craft.
You gotta know what the jokes are. As much as you're making a sketch, you have an instinct, right? It's when I first started doing comedy, right when I was 19, I had great instincts. But they weren't as sharp as Sean's. It wasn't as sharp as Damon's. Not as sharp as Keenan's. But me going on the road.
It's so crazy when I hear you say, no one to interrupt you, but it's so crazy when I hear you say that. When I would be watching these, or these.
Yeah.
I'll just wear these then.
Yeah.
That's like, I mean, I'm thinking, do we have a problem? Like, how could that comedy not be?
But that was me at 19 with the instincts that I had.
They were amazing instincts. They're the instincts that I emulate.
And it's good to have those, right? And that's what you have. You have an instinct.
I'm so inspired by that.
I know, but that's good that you have that. But over time, I think now I'm a much better artist than I was when I was 19. 19, I was working on instinct. Now I've been doing stand-up, and I've put out now 5 specials, working on my 6th special. I know how to rock a room. When I get on the next set, when I get on this scary movie set, I know what the jokes are. I know why a scene's not working. Here's what this needs. You become a professor and a scientist. Start having Keenan's eyes, not just have Marlon's instincts. So I got Marlon's instincts. Now I have the experience of Keenan and the experience of Damon to understand where the jokes are. They're here. This is what's needed. Because the writer in my head, and it's by doing the work. So I tell every artist, get your ass on stage. Because then when you're doing your sketches, you know what's funny and you know what's not. You won't be inappropriate. Comedy is about appropriateness. You can go far as hell. And sometimes you could go even further, but can you buy the audience back after that?
Yeah, where's
Did you
the
go
context?
far enough? Yes.
Yeah, where's the context? We lose so much of that also these days. Quickly, who's writing it? Are you guys all writing as a family? Is Keenan writing Scary Movie
6? All of us. Me, Sean, Ivory, Rick Alvarez, and my nephew Craig.
Rick, what up?
Yeah.
Okay,
So
I gotta move because I could keep you here all day talking
Scary
about
Movie 6, June 12th.
Scary Movie 6.
Next summer, it's going, we got these jokes.
But we've also got him that's getting ready to come out. Executive produced by Jordan Peele.
Yes. And you work with Jordan.
Love Jordan.
How cool is he?
He's amazing.
Isn't he like he's the nicest, and he's like quiet. And he's so funny. And
all the funny people I know usually are not like you or I.
It's just me and you.
They're usually
we have too much coffee.
Yeah, they're literally like, hello.
That's because they're on their meds. They're on that Adderall
now
and
that's the
Ritalin.
They got the calm juice. Me and you still running off the but yeah, so how was it? I was with you when you were filming. You were getting you went through a physical transformation.
Yeah, I got buff.
Yes.
I had to slim down and get that off me because I don't want to live like that. I'm doing.
He said,
"I
don't want to be Dwayne, The Rock Johnson."
I don't want to be big like that. It's too much to carry. And
how could you sleep comfortably?
I'm doing Scary Movie. I can't be shorty like this, son. Nigga, I can't smoke my weed. Nigga, it hurts to pull that weed up. Nigga, these muscles is too tight.
Remember, old boy, take my good hand. Scary Movie 2.
We're gonna try and bring everybody back when you see this. I think people are gonna be happy about Scary Movie 6. Him is a different kind of movie.
Yes.
I think it's people seeing me in a different way. It's a psychological horror thriller set in the world of football. And what I love is Justin Tipping is the director. Wonderful.
Shout out to him.
Wonderful director. Like this dude.
He also did Kicks.
Yes.
Yeah.
He gonna be somebody.
From the Bay.
If you get a chance, please.
Yeah,
and
I know his work.
He's the
He's
coolest guy. You should want to work with him. He's a great collaborator. I just had a great time.
Tyreek Withers.
Tyreek Withers does a great job.
And I liked his episode that he did in Atlanta.
But that was cute. But his performance in this, to hold it down, especially against all the crazy stuff I was giving him, for him to just stay grounded, stay there, the reactions, and make you feel for his character the way he did, I just think he did a great job. So kudos to Tyreek.
And Julia Fox plays your wife?
Julia Fox is amazing in the movie. Plays my wife, but she has a thing.
Now that's a couple for your ass.
I know. I was wishing for love scenes, but man,
now wait a damn minute.
Denzel Pelican game did me dirty. But anyway, and then there's me. I just think it's the most untethered I've been in a movie in a dramatic way that's grounded, but crazy. That's off center. The performance. It's.
And this kind of covers that, like, you know, Stanley Kubrick, Eyes Wide Shut, like Illuminati, what happens in the corporate, in the industry when you are trying to win? Like, what will you do in order to
What would you sacrifice?
What would you sacrifice?
Right. What are you willing to sacrifice? It's the question that all artists, you know, and they're crazy with all this Illuminati, this. I ain't never met no Illuminati. Nobody ever came to me and was like, hey, man, you suck this and I'm going to give you these movies. I never met that guy. I never met the guy. Never. And if you ever do, and I would tell artists, that's why you take and you equip yourself with true art, with the skill set.
Yeah.
So this way you're not desperate for opportunity because you create your own opportunity.
Yes.
I don't want to put somebody in something just so I can sleep with them. That's the law. I'd rather not sleep with you.
Yeah.
And just have you work with me because that's great. I don't want to sleep with you. If you sleep with me, I don't want you in my movie. I won't be around that all day long. That takes my energy away when I'm on set. And anytime people want to deplete you in that way, it's wrong and it's toxic. And I will tell people, don't sleep when you work.
And this is in every industry also.
Yeah,
not just a lot of times we hear about it in Hollywood, hear the concept of what people think Illuminati is, but it's in every industry. Politics, it's in the corporate offices. Anytime somebody asks you to do something you don't want to do,
say no.
That you feel you have to do because it's going to get, that's pretty much in my mind, the vibes of Illuminati. Don't say it, because it'll be one thing after, don't do it, it's one thing after the next, after the next, after the next. That's what that means to me. It's not as plain and dry that I think people think.
If you have the skill set, you never need to do that, right? If you look at like in Living Color, Keenan equipped J-Lo with confidence. You are a brand. You're not just a dancer. You know what? You are a good singer. You can even be a better singer if you train. You know what you are? You're the biggest movie star in the world. What does Julia Roberts or Meg Ryan have that you don't have? And it's the possibility to teach people how to dream and to believe in themselves. Don't believe in the Wizard of Oz. I'm not the person pulling the strings. When people are pulling those puppet strings, they don't love you. People that love you just equip you with knowledge and the confidence that if you go out there and you get it, then and that's why people love Keenan.
Yes, because he tell you to invest in your damn self. Stop always coming out here with your hands out because they ain't going to invest in the vision you want for you.
Absolutely.
And I mean, I just want to point on this. I think after, obviously, everything was Scary Movie, you guys went and did Haunted House and broke records off of your own complete investment. I just want you to just school them real quick on how y'all did that.
What happened was, that's a movie I really was trying to do with my brothers, but my brothers were doing other things, and I was just like, and I remember I sat down with Keenan, and I was just like, listen, I don't want your approval, and this was me growing up. I said, I just want your blessing. I have this thing that I want to do. And he was like, go ahead and do it. I got this vision of this. Okay, bet. And I remember they were doing Scary Movie 5, and I remember how that felt for me and my family. We didn't like it.
Yeah.
And we knew we had more to give. And how the franchise was ripped from us after Scary Movie 2. And, I was just like, all right, well, I'm going to create something new. Like we always do. I'm going to create something new. When they canceled Wayans Brothers, we was like, great, we're doing Scary Movie. Just because one monkey don't stop a show. Just because one door closes, $1,000 open. So when Scary Movie was happening, before it even happened, I was like, here's the next thing I want to do. Haunted House. Me and Rick sat down and we did that for $1.5 million. So I went back. $19 million was the first Scary Movie budget. I didn't have that. I had $1.5 million. And we wrote the movie. We did it in one location. Mike Titus, who's now the director of Haunted House 2, 50 Shades of Black, Sextuplets, and Naked, now is the director on Scary Movie 6. And so
Bless that brother too.
Movie became huge, A Haunted House. And we opened at $18 million. We made the movie for $1.5 million. So we was already in the black first weekend. And so it's just teaching you that you always bet on yourself. I got the skill set. You can't steal my skill set. You could take the franchise. Eventually people will be like, no, that's that bull. That don't taste like Wayans. That's KFC. That ain't Popeye chicken. I know what the difference between audience ain't dumb. And so what I'm happy about is with Scary Movie 6, they get a combination of everything that I've learned over the years and a more seasoned group of artists bringing you, taking us back to the franchise that we created, because they don't know what to do with Frankenstein. The only person that knows what to do with Frankenstein is Dr. Frankenstein. So they got Dr. Frankenstein back in Scary Movie 6. We're going to knock that out the park.
I'm so excited. I just wanted to say that because I think a lot of times, today, especially with our community, we spend so much time thinking about getting the validation from this place or that place, or I need this person to say. All you need is you to say. And if you rock with it and you got two people that's rocking with you and they're going to help you make it to the finish line, that's all you need. And I think, you guys are a great example of that.
And you know what we feel good? You know what flowers are to us? Watching people like you that come along and pave the way for the next generation and still give the forefathers their love and their flowers. And to know that we do it so that you can see it, so that you can do it, so they can see it. So you keep doing you, and I'm glad that as peers and as artists, we're going to do something big and great together. And thank you for having me on your podcast.
Thank you for being here.
Anytime.
Know you and your family, y'all mean so much. So much.
Thank you.
Okay, wait.
And I love your daddy. He gave me the biggest hug.
Because we love you. My daddy, he's the one who told us.
Gang, daddy.
He gave me the history on y'all family when I was yay high. So wait a minute. We got to play a game. It'll be quick. It's called One's Gotta Go. I'm going to give you a list of different things in different categories that are meaningful.
This is the part that I get in trouble. This is the part to get me canceled. Go on.
These categories are stacked with beloved black staples. And I mean, one's got to go.
Okay.
So here we go.
Well, besides this shirt that it sells on my thing, I want to say I have a cigar line, Liga Tridente. If you need to check it out, Fox Cigars online at foxcigars.com. They sell my cigars, Liga Tridente, made in Honduras, and they're killing right now.
How come everybody gets an accent when they say Honduras?
Because you have to respect the culture. You know what I mean? And then
he never said that. Honduras.
And then you have to roll the R's, Honduras. And then you can get this shirt on at Marlon Wayans, MarlonWayans.com. And these pants, I designed these.
No.
Yes. I don't have a name for them, but I designed them. I was like,
I'm impressed.
Some skinny Kravitz jeans. You know what I mean?
Okay, one's got to go. Rap legends: Tupac, Biggie, Nas, Jay-Z. Yeah, get ready to cry.
Tupac,
Biggie, Nas, Jay-Z.
Tupac, Biggie, Nas, Jay-Z.
Completely unfair.
Here's the thing. I'm gonna keep it a buck. All right, and I met all of them.
You met all of them?
I met them all.
You met Tupac and Biggie?
I above the rim. Me and Tupac were like, me and Tupac were friends. That was my guy.
What was he like? Would he have liked me?
Funny as hell. Funny as hell. Was he would have liked you?
Why would that be the question?
That's crazy. You want me to hook you up with Tupac? He's dead. But I just want to know he would have hit this. That's all I want to know. Because I love his eyelashes. I want my baby to have eyelashes like Tupac.
Skin was gorgeous, eyelashes, everything. Okay, anyway.
Pac was a good dude. And with that said, I'm an East Coast hip hop dude.
Well, yeah, you from New York.
So you talking about Jay, Big, Pac, and Nas. Pac gotta go.
Aww.
I love him like a bro, and I love Dear Mama, but come on, man. Nas,
I love Nas.
Nas, even later on in life, his new albums is even as good as his old albums. Jay-Z, come on, you gotta put Jay in the top because Jay-Z's first a billionaire in the game and a huge brand, and he married to Beyonce. How you not... Come on, man. He get 10 more points because he married to Beyonce.
I agree. Because Beyonce, come on. 90s black sitcom kings. Martin, The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, The Jamie Foxx Show, The Wayans Brothers.
You trying to get me in trouble. I ain't gonna say the Wayans Brothers. Y'all, my dad, we live with somebody else gotta die tonight.
You know I love
You gonna
Pops.
die tonight?
Rest in peace, Pops.
Oh.
He's the best.
The best, man.
The best.
Bang, bang, bang.
Oh my gosh, I loved him so much.
We didn't make it to NBC because NBC wanted to, we did a table read and they thought he was too ghetto. And they want us to have a different father and they get like a Danny Glover type. And we was like, no.
Love Danny, but also I
it's
love
the flavor of the show.
Pops.
We was like, it's John Witherspoon or it's not, or it's nowhere, or it's not. Or we ain't gonna do the show. And they was like, well, Negro, you're not doing the show. And so we was like, wait, hold on. Danny Glover, you say. But then, the WB was starting and it was like, I think that's a great combination. So everything is God. One man's trash is another man's treasure. And it's not about the doors that close, it's the ones that open up. So with that said, you said Martin, who
Fresh
I love
Prince.
to death. Martin made me laugh even when we was doing Wayans Brothers. So he's off. I got to put Martin over to the side.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air and the Jamie Foxx
It's
Show.
between Jamie and Will. Why are you doing this?
This is so fun.
Okay, now, only because... What happened? You said who and who? No, only because of this. I just played, so I have an attachment now. I would have said Jamie Foxx.
Okay.
I would have said Will Smith, Fresh Prince Bel-Air got to go. Fresh Prince got to go. Bye. I would have said that.
You would have.
I would have.
But you
Here's
on Bel-Air.
why. Because my son, I'm a Wayans Brothers type of I like poor people's perspective of comedy because that's where I come from. I come from the blue collar. I come from, hey, looking in the closet and go, I don't know what we're going to eat today.
Yeah.
Okay, what do we got? We got rice, eggs, and flour. We're going to have rice, eggs, flour soup. Don't sound delicious, but that's what we got.
But it's going to get the job done.
And Martin just has that ghetto appeal and it's physical. And Jamie, because he could sing and all that. Will... Fresh Prince, my son loves Fresh Prince because...
He said Will.
No, listen, not that Will ain't funny. Will's funny. But my son likes Fresh Prince because he grew up, he is the Fresh Prince.
Yeah,
he goes to the private schools. I don't know about private schools except we used to jump the and they had nice equipment to steal from. They had good Walkmans. So if you want a good Walkman, go to a private school. They got the Sonys with the sport one that you can drop in water for like 5 seconds. Here's the thing. So with that said, I just did
Fresh Prince
Bel-Air.
gotta go.
No, I did
You
Bel-Air.
were good. You played the dad. You were so deep on there.
And it got me invested. So now I love Jamie and I love Bentley Evans is one of my best friends. So I don't... Will got to go. I'm sorry. Fresh Prince got to go.
It's done.
Because Will don't hang out. We and Will don't hang out. So I gotta look at Bentley tomorrow when we smoking cigars, but we're gonna pick him. So I want you to know, hey, Bent, you know what I mean? Now, I may be fired off Bel-Air, but hey, nigga, they canceled anyway.
He just dropped it. Breaking news.
No. They did the fourth season.
I'm playing.
And I'm on the 4th season. I'm sorry, Jamie got to go. You ain't getting me fired. What if they decide to come back for season 5?
Pick one.
Bye, Jamie. Jamie Foxx show got to go.
Movie franchises: Friday, Scream, House Party, Medea.
White people got to go. Scream got to go. I am not going to do that to any of our establishments. House Party brand. I'm not going to hate on the Fridays brand. Ice Cube, as a fellow brother in this industry, we have too much to work toward. I can't go, hey, nah.
Bye, Wes Craven.
Scream got to go.
We love you.
Them white boys going to work again. You know, they going to be fine.
Okay.
they going to be fine. Nev Campbell going to eat.
I have another really hard one.
Stop doing this.
This will be the last
Why
one.
you be starting fights? I didn't come on here for this. You got nice lotion legs. Go on with your lotion yourself. Because I'm used to a half dry foot, but yours is all the way through. Like between takes, you got somebody oiling your foot. Wrong.
Marlon, you were so funny. Okay, iconic black TV moms. Aunt Viv, yeah, exactly. Because here it comes. Aunt Viv.
Yeah.
Florida Evans.
Damn.
Harriet Winslow. Lisa Landry. Hey, Ray.
From what?
Sister. brother.
Okay, sister.
Tia.
Who else?
So Harriet Winslow.
Yeah. That's the mother on the Winslow show.
That's the mother on the Winslow show. That's the mother on Family Matters.
Okay. Now, if this was Urkel's mother, I'd have a harder time.
It ain't Urkel's mama. You know what was so crazy is Urkel came on that show. That was Harriet's show.
I know. But that's...
Urkel came on there talking about something. Did I do that?
But that's
And it was, now we call it Urkel.
Because when you come to do something,
crazy,
there's no such
Jaleel.
thing as small parts. There's only such thing as small
and
actors.
he actually was not even, I think he was like maybe a recurring role. He was like the guest
funny as
role.
hell.
And came on and literally, by the 8th season, he was going to space.
With it, and I was one.
What the the hell? He went from Stefan, Urkel to Stefan.
When he
to
did
an
Stefan
astronaut.
and try to be cute, I was like, man, if you don't get this grown man out these.
That was
when his voice
exceptional.
changed, like, oh, I ain't do that. Come on.
Yeah, he was. I was like, he went from did I do that to did I do that? It's like,
Did
wait a
I
minute, he
do
grew
that?
up.
And then who was the next one?
Aunt Viv. You know, Aunt Viv. Either one, light skin or brown.
I can't get rid of them. Because he already got rid of her, so I'm not gonna do that to Aunt Viv. She ain't gonna get a bullet from Will Smith and one from Marlon. I ain't gonna do that. Then I'll be in a reunion episode and we gonna cry together. I
found out that the Aunt Viv that replaced the original Aunt Viv is married to Tim Reed, the father on Sister Sister.
And I love Tim Reed, so I can't. And
he's
a pioneer, and I can't.
Pioneer freaking there.
Yes.
Okay, anyway, back
Who's
to
my
it.
other option?
Florida Evans.
Yeah, no, that's
you can
Evans
never.
raised.
That's right.
That's black mom goddess.
You
right
know what I
there.
mean? Harriet Winslow. I know who you're going to pick. Or Lisa Landry. Harriet Winslow, Family Matters. Lisa Landry, just ow.
Ah, man. You're going to have me beat up at the next NAACP award. I'm going to say, light skin Aunt Viv.
Gotta go.
She gotta go.
You went back and did a reverse on the reverse.
Okay, Lisa Landry, because I didn't watch a lot of Sister. Apparently you did.
Jack A. Harry?
Oh, no, you can't get rid of Jack A. Harry.
That's what I just said.
You can't get rid of Jack A. Harry.
Exactly. Right.
Boy, them hips on 227, you know how many times my young self masturbated? Oh, no, that's
now, why did you get JK involved?
Wow. That's back when you could actually touch yourself to sitcoms. You can't do that no more. Government don't allow for that. Oh, what? I'm wrong? I did it to cartoons. Smurfette got it. She should be pregnant right now with a little black baby.
One thing I have to tell you that blew my mind is your level of honesty. When you sat up there on Ellen saying that you told Tiffany Haddish, you know, she had to get it together, whatever like that. I just have to pause for a minute because...
I love her.
But a lot of people don't know how to tell people
No, but she asked me why she never did. And I was just like, because at the time, you wasn't ready. Now, she ready. It's different. And I was actually, when I was saying what she was then, and I was giving her flowers for who she was now. And I don't know if part of her was like, yeah, now you gotta give my flowers. But I meant that because I be seeing y'all when y'all young, and to see you develop into the artist, you understand, Big Bro is always proud. I have nothing but love for every last single one of my brothers and sisters. You can always ask me for anything. I will give you advice. I'm always here.
But some people ask and people don't tell them. They don't never know, you know, or some people don't, you know what I mean? So I thought it was cool that whether it was, however it was received, I know you said it with love.
And I said it too, that you have blossomed into this thing and now you ready because she is. And I love Tiff and I think, you know, we haven't seen the best of her yet. I think she has so much more to give and I'm proud of her. Keep getting your checks, mama.
Period. I love you. You're amazing. Thank you for giving me so much.
Now you're going to get me beat up by the whole black community. Goddamn. Who do we pick on the light skin Aunt Viv?
You said light skin Aunt Viv because you found out that Lisa Landry is Jack A.
I'm going to go with the Winslow mother.
She lost her show and now she's got to go.
I'm sorry. Well, she's lost a lot, you know.
But you know what? She's sugar mama on Proud Family.
Yeah, you know, she got to go. I'm sorry. You asking me these hard questions.
Yo.
All right, one got to go. I'm going to ask you one.
Okay. I'm excited.
Keenan, Damon, Kim, Sean, Marlon. One of them got to go. Oh, Oh! We'll be back when you see the Marlon Wayans podcast. I'm gonna let you chew on that for a couple of years.
Yeah,
and
because that's really...
now you know how I feel when you ask me all these damn questions.
Because how could you say one's gotta go?
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-mm.
Because I'll be telling you right now, I'll be dead as hell in my eyes. I'm like, Marlon gotta go.
Marlon's not going anywhere. Marlon, you're my favorite.
Yeah, but I'm not my favorite. I gotta go.
All right, y'all.
Did I just commit suicide on your show?
That was so much more than jokes, y'all. Marlon knows comedy isn't just about making people laugh, but it's about surviving, healing, and telling the truth even when it's uncomfortable. And we can all try to find the light in the hard times. Laughter has certainly gotten me through so much in my life, and I know I'm not alone in that. In Marlon's movies, in honesty, honestly, his whole family have been making me laugh since I was a kid. From In Living Color to White Chicks to Haunted House, the Wayans have been a constant source of joy for me. So having Marlon here today wasn't just special, it was personal, y'all. Love you. And you know it's your girl,